Ladies and gentlemen, respected guests and dear friends, today I stand before you with a message that holds the power to change your life. Stop wasting time. Time is the greatest asset given to us. Unlike money, it cannot be earned again. Unlike possessions, it cannot be replaced. Every second that passes is a moment of our life that we will never get back. Yet so many of us live as if time is infinite, postponing our dreams, delaying our efforts, and surrendering to distractions. Time is a gift that we often fail to appreciate until it slips through our fingers. We live our lives making plans for a future we assume is guaranteed. We delay our dreams, postpone our happiness, and take the present moment for granted, believing that we will always have time to do the things that truly matter. But life is unpredictable. It does not wait for us to be ready. It does not slow down when we need more time, nor does it pause when we take it for granted. Time keeps moving forward whether we choose to embrace it or waste it. There are moments in life that change everything in an instant. One day you are living as if you have all the time in the world, and the next you realize how fragile and uncertain time truly is. I learned this lesson the hard way. When life knocked me down, when I found myself at the lowest point, I realized that time is not something we own. It is something we borrow. It is given to us for a limited period, and how we use it defines the story we leave behind. We often spend our days waiting for the perfect moment. We tell ourselves that we will start pursuing our dreams when the time is right. We say we will call our loved ones tomorrow, apologize later, express gratitude some other day. But what if tomorrow never comes? What if later becomes too late? The truth is, the only time we truly have is now. This very moment is all that is guaranteed. Yet we spend so much of our lives dwelling on the past or worrying about the future that we forget to live in the present. One of the greatest tragedies in life is realizing too late the value of time. We meet people who wish they had spent more time with their families, who regret not following their passions, who look back and wonder where all the years went. But regret does not bring back lost time. It does not rewrite the past. The only thing we can do is learn from it and make a conscious choice to honor the time we have left. We live in a world full of distractions. Social media, entertainment, and endless obligations take up our days, leaving little room for what truly matters. We complain that we do not have enough time, yet we spend hours scrolling through our phones, watching meaningless content, and engaging in conversations that add no value to our lives. The problem is not the lack of time. The problem is how we choose to use it. Every second we spend on things that do not align with our purpose is a second we can never get back. Time is the most precious currency we own. Imagine if we treated it the way we treat money, carefully investing it in things that bring value, joy, and fulfillment. Imagine if we spent our time with people who uplift us, doing things that inspire us, and creating memories that we will cherish forever. The most successful people in the world do not have more hours in a day than the rest of us. The difference is that they understand the value of time. They do not waste it on things that do not serve them. They do not let distractions dictate their lives. They focus on what truly matters and make every moment count. The way we spend our time reflects our priorities. If we truly care about something, we will make time for it. If we truly love someone, we will show up for them. If we truly desire success, we will put in the effort every single day. Excuses do not create change, actions do. Instead of saying, I don't have time, we should say, it is not my priority, because that is the truth. We always find time for what matters to us. The question is, are we choosing the right things? Life is too short to keep waiting for the right time. The right time is now. If you have a dream, start working on it today. If you love someone, tell them today. If you want to change your life, take the first step today. Because time will not wait for you. It will not pause while you make up your mind. It will keep moving, and if you are not careful, it will leave you behind. There is power in the present moment. Every second is an opportunity to become the person you want to be. Every moment is a chance to create a life that you will be proud of. The key is to be intentional with your time. To wake up every day with purpose, knowing that each hour, each minute, each breath is a gift that should not be wasted. Because at the end of the day, success is not measured by how much we have, but by how well we have lived. And the way we live is defined by how we choose to spend our time. There is nothing more dangerous than believing we have all the time in the world. We convince ourselves that tomorrow will always be there, that opportunities will wait for us, and that there will always be another chance to do what we truly want. But life has a way of teaching us that time is not infinite. It is fragile, unpredictable, and once lost, it never returns. Yet, we waste it carelessly, as if it holds no value, as if it does not shape the very fabric of our lives. Wasting time is not just about procrastination. It is not just about putting things off for another day. It is about delaying our growth, neglecting our dreams, and choosing comfort over purpose. It is about letting distractions control us, about spending hours on things that do not bring meaning to our lives, about looking back and realizing that we could have done so much more. The cost of wasted time is not just missed deadlines or unfinished tasks. It is unfulfilled potential, lost opportunities, and regrets that haunt us when we finally understand what we have lost. We often hear people say that they do not have enough time, yet they spend hours scrolling through social media, binge-watching shows, and engaging in conversations that lead nowhere. We tell ourselves that we will start working on our dreams one day, but that day never comes because we keep waiting for the perfect moment. The truth is, there is no perfect moment. The time we waste today is time that could have been used to build a better tomorrow. The dreams we postpone today are the ones that may never come to life. One of the greatest consequences of wasting time is regret. We meet people who look back at their lives and wish they had done things differently. They wish they had taken more risks, followed their passion, and spent more time with the people they love. But regret does not change the past. It only serves as a painful reminder of what could have been. The saddest part is that most of us do not realize we are wasting time until it is too late. We assume we have endless days ahead, but in reality, every second that passes is a second we will never get back. Wasting time also steals our potential. Every person is born with unique talents, abilities, and dreams, but not everyone fulfills them, not because they are not capable, but because they never take action. They let fear, doubt, and laziness hold them back. They settle for mediocrity instead of striving for greatness. They watch others succeed and wonder why they are left behind, not realizing that success is not about luck. It is about how we choose to use our time. The people who achieve their dreams are not the ones who wait for the right moment. They are the ones who make the most of every moment. Another consequence of wasting time is broken relationships. We assume that the people in our lives will always be there, that we can always call them later, spend time with them another day, or show them we care when we are less busy. But time is not just limited for us. It is limited for everyone. The people we love will not always be there. The moments we take for granted will one day become memories we wish we could relive. Too often we realize the value of time with others only after they are gone. Wasting time also affects our mental and emotional well-being. When we delay important tasks, we feel overwhelmed. When we avoid our responsibilities, we create unnecessary stress. When we spend too much time on meaningless activities, we lose our sense of purpose. Time wasted does not just disappear, it accumulates. And one day, we wake up feeling lost, unfulfilled, and disappointed in ourselves. The burden of wasted time is heavy, and carrying it becomes harder with each passing day. Opportunities do not wait for us. Life does not slow down so we can catch up. The world keeps moving forward, and if we waste our time, we will be left behind. Success, happiness, and fulfillment are not reserved for a select few. They are available to those who are willing to use their time wisely. The difference between those who achieve their goals and those who do not is not intelligence, talent, or luck. It is discipline. It is the ability to recognize the value of time and to use it in a way that brings purpose and meaning to life. The scariest truth about time is that we do not always realize its worth until we have little of it left. We spend years chasing the wrong things, only to realize that the most valuable thing we had was time itself. But time is not something we can get back. It is not something we can buy, borrow, or pause. It moves forward relentlessly, and it is up to us to decide whether we move with it or let it pass us by. Time is one of the greatest gifts we have, yet it is also one of the most misused. We often find ourselves wishing for more hours in a day, complaining that time is slipping away too fast, and regretting the moments we let go to waste. But the truth is, time is not something that needs to be managed. It is something that needs to be valued. How we use our time determines the kind of life we create, the dreams we achieve, and the legacy we leave behind. There are people who complain that they do not have enough time, yet they spend hours scrolling through their phones, engaging in meaningless conversations, and procrastinating on things that truly matter. On the other hand, there are people who have the same 24 hours, but seem to accomplish so much more. The difference is not in the amount of time they have, it is in the way they use it. The secret to success, happiness, and fulfillment lies in the ability to prioritize, to eliminate distractions, and to be intentional with every moment we are given. One of the biggest reasons people waste time is because they lack clarity. When you do not have a clear purpose, it is easy to get distracted, to fill your days with unimportant activities, and to go through life without direction. But when you know what you want, when you have a vision for your life, you naturally start making better choices. You stop saying yes to everything and start focusing on what truly matters. You stop waiting for motivation and start creating discipline. You stop postponing your dreams and start taking action, no matter how small. Another important aspect of using time wisely is learning to say no. We live in a world where everyone demands our attention. There are endless social gatherings, unnecessary meetings, and distractions disguised as entertainment. But if we try to please everyone, we end up losing ourselves. Time is too precious to be spent on things that do not align with our goals, our growth, or our well-being. Saying no is not selfish. It is necessary. It is a way of protecting our time, our energy, and our dreams. The way we start our day sets the tone for everything that follows. If we wake up without a plan, without purpose, and without discipline, we spend the day reacting to situations instead of creating opportunities. But when we wake up with a clear intention, when we take charge of our time instead of letting time control us, we become unstoppable. Simple habits like setting goals, practicing gratitude, and eliminating distractions can transform the way we live. Small changes in our daily routine can lead to big transformations over time. Many people believe that they need long hours to make progress, but that is not true. Success is not about working harder. It is about working smarter. It is about making the most of the little time we have. Instead of waiting for the perfect moment to start something, we must learn to start with what we have. Instead of waiting for long hours of free time, we must learn to use the small pockets of time available to us. Instead of waiting for motivation, we must learn to rely on consistency. A few minutes spent on the right things every day are more valuable than hours spent on the wrong things. Time is also best used when it is invested in learning and growth. The world is constantly changing, and those who stop learning stop growing. We must use our time to read, to gain new skills, and to become better versions of ourselves. Knowledge is one of the few things in life that no one can take away from us, and the more we learn, the more opportunities we create for ourselves. Instead of wasting time on things that do not serve us, we must invest it in things that make us stronger, wiser, and more capable. One of the most meaningful ways to use time is by spending it with the people who matter. In the pursuit of success, many people neglect their relationships, believing that they will have time later to make up for it. But time does not wait. The people we love will not always be there, and the moments we take for granted today may one day become the memories we wish we could relive. No amount of money or achievement can replace the joy of meaningful connections. So we must make time for the people who truly matter before it is too late. At the end of the day, how we use our time is a reflection of what we truly value. If we value our dreams, we will make time for them. If we value our health, we will take care of our bodies. If we value our relationships, we will invest time in the people we love. Excuses do not build a meaningful life. Actions do. and the actions we take every day, no matter how small, shape the future we create.